Imagine being a grease monkey in a galaxy where the corporate elites fly around in pristine trillion-credit yachts, while you're stuck in the orbital slums fixing their leaking hyperdrives. But what happens when you finally scrape together enough credits to buy your own ship, only to discover it's a decommissioned, beat-up rust bucket held together by prayers and industrial adhesive? Welcome to Boltguns and Duct Tape, the first hilarious, gritty, and action-packed installment in Jamie McFarlane's Spaceship Mechanics series. If you love blue-collar sci-fi, the deeply satisfying progression of ship repair and customization, and a protagonist who uses a wrench and sheer ingenuity to outsmart heavily armed pirates, this audiobook will become your new absolute obsession. It is a masterclass in the MacGyver in space trope, blending tactical fleet combat, crunchy engineering mechanics, and the unadulterated joy of watching a junker ship become the most dangerous vessel in the sector. The narrative kicks off with our blue-collar hero finally getting his shot at independence, purchasing a heavily damaged, obsolete military corvette that the scrapyards gave up on. But this isn't a story of magic repairs. It's a grueling, grease-stained marathon of late nights, blown fuses, and creative problem-solving. The atmosphere is thick with the smell of ozone, the hiss of the welder, and the claustrophobic, gritty reality of living inside a ship that groans every time you push the engines past 50%. McFarlane excels at capturing the blue-collar hustle, making every replaced manifold and every jerry-rigged shield generator feel like a massive, hard-earned victory. At the core of the book's addictive appeal is its brilliantly grounded, hands-on approach to sci-fi progression. This isn't just about pressing a button to upgrade the ship. It's about turning a wrench, bypassing corporate safety limiters, and using literal duct tape to keep the hull together during a micrometeor shower. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer scavenged military tech, install custom, slightly illegal weapon arrays, and optimize the ship's power grid is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the heavy, mechanical thud of the ship coming to life to perfection, making the roar of the newly tuned engines and the clank of the airlocks feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the ship repairs and the tactical engineering, the soul of Spaceship Mechanic lies in its characters and the hilarious, fiercely loyal found family dynamics. Our protagonist isn't a lone wolf. He quickly assembles a ragtag crew of fellow misfits, down-on-their-luck pilots, and quirky specialists who are just as handy with a blaster as they are with a hydrospanner. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as the crew watches their captain try to fix a life support failure with a piece of wire and a prayer. When a rival faction or a massive pirate armada decides to test their newly built perimeter, the combat sequences are a spectacular blend of personal badassery and massive ship-to-ship tactical warfare, where their improvised tech gives them the ultimate edge. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. The crew's first major salvage run turns into a high-stakes ambush by a heavily armed pirate cartel. The finale is a breathtaking display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming firepower, and raw, unadulterated ingenuity. The ship's duct tape systems are put to the ultimate test, and the protagonist must use every hidden trick, every overloaded capacitor, and every ounce of his crew's combined courage to hold the line. The payoff is spectacular, cementing their status as the most dangerous, unpredictable mechanics in the galaxy. Boltguns and Duct Tape is a triumph of blue-collar sci-fi and space trading fiction. It is smart, hilarious, and unapologetically addictive. Jamie McFarlane has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of carving out an empire in the cosmos with nothing but a toolbox and a lot of attitude. Plug in your headphones, grab your wrench, and join the crew. The galaxy thinks they're flying a junker, but they're about to learn that a well-placed bolt gun changes everything.